It's time for Fox 34 Sports with Rob Verby.
Perhaps the biggest week for Tech Hoops begins tomorrow. Later on, Chris Beard on facing 4th-ranked UT and then 2nd-ranked Baylor. Well, a pair of Red Raiders rocking the bow tie here at Big 12 Football Media Days. However, one spent a half an hour tying his and the other one, just a few seconds. You see it's a clip-on.
They look sharp. We give them a chance to go pick out their own stuff, and they do a good job. They were trash talking me a little bit, saying they were going to show me up at Media Day, so I had to step my game up a bit.
Led by the big boys up front, the Chiefs under head man Brandon Rogers, unblemished after 8 games, a perfect 8-0. Crosbyton thus far meeting high expectations, heading into the season, using a strong ground attack to outscore the opposition with ease.
We like to keep the ball away from people, and if they don't have the ball, they have a hard time scoring.
Wins and losses aside, 2 weeks ago, one day before the big game against rival Rawls, Chieftain Nation receiving tragic news. 61-year-old Jesse Lee Childers died in a house fire. He is the uncle of 3 players on the team.
He got me and my sister stuff when we didn't have nothing and everything, and he was always there. He always danced and everything. I love being around him. He was a good man.
Already a tight-knit family with small-town values, this bond even stronger after the tragic house fire. The team dedicating the rest of the season to the free-spirited Childers. The Chiefs placing laminated stickers with the initials JC on the back of their helmets.
We lifted the Childers family up, and we were behind their back every step they took or whatever when we said it was going to be okay, and it was. And then got down to Friday night, and I bet that's what their uncle wanted, is for us to win, and we sure put it to them.
Crosbyton yet to win a state title in any sport. Perhaps this could be the year when a small-town team reaches the pinnacle of high school football while celebrating and remembering a life cut too short.
It's time for Fox 34 Sports with Rob Verby.
Well, Reggie Jackson once said he was the straw that stirred the Yankees' drink, so to speak. Now, I don't think Mac McClung would say something that brash. However, he's pretty important. There's no doubt when a shot is falling, Tech is awfully hard to beat. McClung lighting up Iowa State last weekend, hitting 80% of his shots from the field to finish with 18 points. He leads the Red Raiders in scoring this year, averaging just over 15 a game. In the meantime, here's the head man on this week's big challenge.
With our week, I see it as a great opportunity. It's why you sign on to play at this level and why you sign on to coach at this level, or weeks like this. Just a great opportunity, chance to compete against 2 of the best teams in college basketball. So great thing about the Big 12 is you've got several of these weeks, during your season as well. So we look at it as a great week of opportunity, to play against 2 opponents we got a lot of respect for. And
yeah, UT tomorrow night, Baylor on Saturday. Well, less than 24 hours after winning a national championship as Alabama's offensive coordinator, newly hired UT head coach Steve Sarkisian meeting with the media this afternoon. Sarkisian was named UT's new coach on January the 2nd, hours after the university said bye to Tom Herman.
This is truly, in my eyes, and has been for some time now, one of the marquee jobs in America, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity.
Well, speaking of the Natty, Nick Saban and Bama winning another one last night. They took care of 3rd-ranked Ohio State 52-24, winning their 18th national championship. Devontae Smith, Mr. Heisman, had himself a game. 3 touchdown grabs in the first half, finishing with 12 catches for 215 yards and those 3 scores. Here's Saban and Smith after the win.
This team won 11 SEC games. No other team has done that. They won the SEC and went undefeated in the SEC. And then they beat 2 great teams in the playoffs with no real break in between.
Fox 34 POD, Bama having, well, a flipping good time last night.
Pressured, lobs it to Harris, who collects it, gets around Borland, and leaps to the end zone. A hat trick for Najee Harris.
Yes, Najee Harris would not be denied, taking home our Fox 34 play of the day. All righty, that's it for me. Still ahead on the news at 9. All this snow may help the cotton crop this year. You betcha.